12 signs that you grew up in Eastern Europe. 1. Your name is hard to pronounce in English. Your parents wanted to stick to their roots, so they gave you a traditional Eastern European name, but abroad it's the most difficult name to pronounce. It's massacred anytime you meet new people. 2. You were fed a lot growing up. Your mom or grandma was always stuffing you with food. It felt like a food shortage was coming the next day. You inevitably started gaining weight. Your parents let you know about it immediately, and they always acted shocked. 3. You started working at the age of 12. Eastern European parents are big on discipline. They always want their kids to learn good habits, so they'll grow up into respectable adults. It was normal for you to start working early. Most of the time, it was physical work, but you were ready to get a real job later in life. Your resume looked more appealing. 4. You had home remedies instead of real medication. Prescription medicine was the last resort. If you were ill, there was ginger, honey, and lemon. They helped to cure flu and influenza. Home remedies are passed down from generation to generation. Your parents believed they worked better than anything else. 5. Your family sticks to the old ways. Many Westerners always look for ways to do things better. They stray from the norm with a bit of an upgrade. They improvise to the latest trend where possible. Eastern Europeans are more often content with traditions. They do things the way they've always been done. 6. You were reprimanded through spanking. A timeout doesn't cut it for Eastern European parents. When you got into trouble, you were spanked. If you did something wrong, it was best if you didn't run, or you would get it twice as bad. Being grounded seemed like a slap on the wrist. 7. You know that no means no. Western kids often dictate to their parents what they want. If they don't get their way, they cry and whine. This doesn't fly with Eastern European parents. Once they said no, their minds were set. You had to wait for another time to get what you wanted. If you tried to whine or cry, you were punished. 8. You had a full meal for lunch. Your parents didn't want you to go hungry at school. They would never pack you a simple PB&J or a Lunchable. They didn't believe you'd be full from such meals. You always had some healthy homemade food. 9. Your relatives rarely smile. When you have your photos taken, you say cheese and smile. But it was different for your grandparents. If they happened to be in the photo, they were stone-faced. They looked crestfallen, even in their holiday photos. 10. You went to your grandparents for the summer. Some of your friends went to summer camps, but you would go to your grandparents. You packed all your summer clothes for the trip. You spend time with your family in the countryside. 11. You omit a and the when speaking English. You tend to omit articles in your everyday speech. They are foreign to your native language. This hurts your English-speaking abilities, but fellow Eastern Europeans understand you perfectly. 12. You are stoic. You don't care how tough your life is. Westerners might have easier and wealthier lives, but you try to live out in your own unique way.